Hello, girls. Today we're going to look at a forecast for men with whom you've either broken up or you're currently at a distance from, or there was some moment when a disagreement occurred between you. He's silent, you're silent, and neither of you is showing any initiative towards the other, right? Today we're going to see if your man will appear, if he'll make a move towards you, if he'll return, right? So we'll see how much this person expresses his true feelings, his emotions, and takes some concrete steps towards you. We have 3 decks here with us. Please choose the one that feels most aligned with you. Yes, you might have the first option available. The second option, the third option, and suppose, whichever one you choose for yourself, that's the one we'll be discussing with you for your relationship. All right then, if you've made your selection and you're fully focused, we can now begin. So, will this person return to you, the one you're thinking of? I can see that you are currently in a state of anticipation. Yes, that is precisely the situation. You are at this very moment eagerly awaiting some word or news from him. However, this individual is not merely on the sidelines, but is simply enjoying his own life. And it seems to him that since you are currently at a distance, he can do absolutely anything he wants. Yes, that is exactly how he perceives you. But I want to tell you throughout this week, just expect an unexpected manifestation from him. Even if right now it seems to you that absolutely nothing is happening, this person is standing somewhere off to the side, yes, and is busy with their own affairs. That's it. Then in about a week at the very most, yes, he will unexpectedly call you or send a message. Yes, he will do it as if absolutely nothing had happened, as if there was no conflict at all, as if everything is light and simple. He will do it quite casually, as if he did it, as if gently testing the waters. Yes, to see if he can reach out to you. Let's look into his feelings for you. What does he truly want? I see that this man, despite having created some distance with his own space, he still misses you very much. Just look at these wonderful cards. Yes, this man doesn't just miss you. He would really like to bring your relationship back. Yes, I can see that this individual with whom you've shared a long-term relationship, it seems quite probable that your connection was rather intricate, yet simultaneously deeply romantic and remarkably stable. And you were together for a significant period, even building certain plans for your future, weren't you? But at the very last moment, the person behaved a little bit unseriously. But I want to tell you, you have every single chance for this person to truly manifest himself. You can expect him to appear within a week. Let's also take a look at what his plans are concerning you. You see, he views you as much, much more than just a beautiful woman. Don't you agree? He sees you as someone truly for family, for a partnership, for marriage, and he would like to have a shared life with you. He sees you as something so ethereal, something he might not always quite reach, right? Because this man is shown to be a little bit flighty, almost superficial, right? And this is precisely why your relationships might not be progressing exactly as you would truly wish them to. You're hoping for something much more serious, something truly global and impactful, aren't you? Well then, this person sometimes desires a certain lightness in these relationships. That's why a period of silence might occur between the two of you, or perhaps some minor disagreement could arise. Yes, what is it we see? Look at this amazing picture, right? After all, in actual fact, just look at what kind of a person he is. He's thinking of you, despite the fact that there are other women present in his surroundings who are interested in him, right? But he's completely immersed in your relationship. I see that he would really like to return to specifically your relationship because he's missing it, because he's longing for it. He misses you, and it's as if he's grown tired of all this society. He would like something calm and reliable. It is there. Just look at the maps, Look at what an interesting situation this is. He's not just sated and tired. He's practically in a state that's even leaning towards depression, right? We see a man who's grown weary, who's already tired of his escapades, tired of all the antics he's been up to, and is already starting to miss your presence. The cards are practically jumping out by themselves. Just look at this. How incredibly interesting. Is he really hurrying to come and see you? Look closely. There's definitely going to be a meeting. But first, this person will write to you. And not just write, he'll first make his presence known through some form of communication. It could be a phone call or a letter, right? So you will definitely hear from him. And he'll reveal himself as if, quite by accident. And this person understands that you are waiting for him. He understands that you have a certain expectation of him. Perhaps this isn't your first quarrel, right? When you split up, right? Maybe it's already the second or third, and this person understands they can return to you again and they will come back to you. There will be a meeting, an explanation where this person will take significant steps towards you. This person will apologize. Yes, we see the guilt they feel here. And in light of all these specific issues, it is only you who can truly understand whether you wish to forgive this individual or not. In other words, the final decision will rest entirely with you. I can see that you are very deeply hurt. You're not just simply hurt, but there was a specific kind of dialogue between you and him, during which this person truly deeply offended you. He didn't just hurt you, he actually created a situation where you experience a profound sense of humiliation. And now, through this very humiliation that you have gone through, you can, do you know how? To even consider that it might happen again. But I want to tell you, he understands everything. He's thought through his situation. He knows you're the most important person to him. You see, this person is again shown to be expressing feelings for you. He would really like to be much more than just a friend, or he would like to move into a position of a truly trusting and confidential relationship. Just look, it's not without reason that a dog is right there beside him, is it? So we're seeing a scene where the person who wishes to come back to you, he is prepared to be completely faithful to you, isn't he? And everything that has happened between you in the past, all those events, they will finally come to an end. Expect him within a week. He will appear unexpectedly. He will appear like some kind of disaster, like a great catastrophe, and will certainly explain himself. You see, he will bring into your conversation, into your dialogue, not just apologies, but full and complete repentance. Yes, we see a clear picture that this man fully understands the gravity of his mistake and is ready now, not just to offer apologies, but to truly confess, to deeply repent. And just for the sole purpose of you forgiving him, but he fully understands that you could potentially accuse him. You have the power to create a certain situation for him where he will clearly realize that he is the one to blame, right? So what exactly awaits you in the future with this person? Let's take a look at what lies ahead for you. Look, in the future, a situation awaits you. You can get back together. You can start these relationships anew. Everything will be exactly as you want it to be, right? Because you will be the one controlling the situation here. This person is very complex by nature. He cannot be constrained. You don't just need to manage him or simply love him. You need to give him freedom. If you grant this person their freedom, then no matter where they might go, they will always return only to you, won't they? Because other people simply won't be necessary for them. I can see that he is present here. Look, he might also be experiencing emotions right here, and he could be worrying right now, right here, about the possibility that you might leave him for someone else. He wants you to belong only to him and to no one else. And so we can even see the picture here that he's not just, grown tired of other relationships, other women who try to give him their attention, right? But he truly wants to receive some warmth from you, the kind of warmth he's been missing. And so all your worries, they are finally coming to an end. Do you have a chance to build a lasting relationship with this very person? Yes, we see a family. We see the formation not only of a family, but also the creation of that union when common children appear, when a shared space emerges, and this person, he looks in your direction. He is ready to look only at you. Expect him. This meeting has a karmic nature. I see that you've broken up and gotten back together, it seems, not for the first time, right? And this very moment of argument that's happening between you, a quarrel or a small spat, or maybe it's just, silence and you don't understand what's going on with them. This is temporary, right? Because this person comes into your life as a karmic one. He might specifically be looking for a relationship only with you. But despite all this, what he truly needs is freedom. He's a very freedom loving individual, right? And if you don't restrict him here in any way, don't burden him with just your own space, you must always keep the door open here for him to come and go. Only then will this person always stay with you. Girls, expect a truce, expect the relationship to continue. To those of you who chose the first option, I wish you a great deal of love and good fortune. So let's look at the second option now, shall we? Who thought of the second person? Let's take a look at this now. If you have chosen the second stack, then what kind of person is making their way to us? You've come here for a reading today, so let's take a moment to see if he will truly manifest his feelings towards you and if he genuinely desires a serious relationship with you. Let's just take a look. All right, then. This person hasn't gone far from you. Yes, I see that he can be close by. He might periodically reach out, yes, but reach out without giving anything in return, right? Meaning he's just kind of staying a little bit at arm's length, right? However, despite all of this, there is a truly colossal attachment to you, isn't there? No matter where this person goes, they will always return to you. Yes, we are seeing karmic events where the high priestess here reveals what truly controls this person, right? This is a sacred union that you might enter. So, and just look how clearly the sun is revealing itself for these relationships. This person, if you're in a quarrel, will definitely make up with you. If you find yourselves just in some kind of minor disagreement, then there's truly nothing serious about it. No real conflict at all. This person will definitely be right there by your side. Let's take a moment to see what exactly is truly happening in your relationship. What is truly going on with this relationship. This man is very domineering. Here we see a person who might try to pressure you or perhaps give you some attention, but despite all that, he will always put his own affairs in priority for himself, right? And sometimes it leaves you to sort of figure things out so you can solve your problems on your own, and you do solve them, and at the same time you're waiting for this person to come and somehow help you out, right? But despite all this, there are feelings involved, there are emotions, right? This person here is interested in you not merely as a woman, you see, but also as a true friend, as an individual, right? So you are quite captivating to him, but he possesses such a complex personality. Indeed, this is an extremely challenging character, one where we envision a king wielding a sword, meaning he is quite a stern individual, not an easy person to deal with. So, and that's why when you're having some kind of disagreement, he first deals with his own matters, his own problems, right? But here, he puts his own priorities first above yours, and your issues he leaves for you for some kind of, moment, so that, as the saying goes, your problems can wait. Let's see what else is really going on here in these relationships. Well, look, this person genuinely has very deep feelings for you. Yes, I can clearly see that the romantic connection between you two is incredibly strong. It even bears the nature of not just simple karmic relationships, you know. It's a bond between souls who have met not for the first time in these lives, right? This means you could have met even in past lives. You might be quite similar to each other. You could at times be like a brother and sister, right? That is specifically in terms of your soul state. But for some reason, this person can put you in certain frames, right? I mean, he sometimes very harshly corners you into painful limits from which you can't escape. He can impose conditions on you. He can create for you some, not just conditions, but ones that wouldn't quite suit your taste. But for all that, he can also get offended here and just walk away, right? I mean, he can be in relationships from which a man, despite loving, can simply take a step back and leave. But still, this is a relationship and this is love, and it's not without a deeper reason, is it? That is, these are relationships that truly have such a, well, incredibly complex nature, don't they? When people both argue and simply cannot be without each other, and you specifically cannot be without each other, because this is a definite karmic influence, isn't it? On everything, on this situation.
All right, let's continue looking then. What other interesting things might we discover around here?
Yes, if we ask the question, will this person appear? Will there be a truce between you and will the problems end? Yes, of course, he will appear. He will appear. And I'll tell you more. He will appear here with some kind of gift. Yes. So you will be pleased. That is, you will receive something material from this, something interesting. Yes. Exactly what you wanted. You will receive from him a conversation that completely justifies his actions. Yes, explaining that he was busy, that he was facing difficulties. No, he certainly won't say, I don't love you, or utter any other unpleasant things, will he? This individual will tell you that he was preoccupied, that he had burdens and issues he's carrying, you see? And once these difficulties have finally come to an end, he'll be ready to approach you with all his actions and reveal himself. So what else could possibly be waiting for you in the future? Look, what an active person this is, right? This is someone who later on, once you've made up and everything between you has fallen into place, he might offer you, if you're not married, a single shared space, right? Meaning, so that you would create either a common home or some kind of shared vision of the world, right? What I mean is, for you to be by my side and for us to have some kind of shared secure haven. I want to tell you that for many of you, this will play out in such a way that the person will quite unexpectedly and swiftly want to return, will again specifically want to be only with you, and will actively pursue you. They will truly pursue you. I want to say, even if you now take a firm stand and say, no, I don't want you to come back. I want to live my own life. I am self-sufficient. I have everything I need. I am ready to live the way I want to, right? This person will still come after you because this is a very powerful individual. She only shows her true self through assertiveness, only through her actions, right? And we see a scenario where this individual, the more you try to push back, the more he will deliberately invade your personal space and achieve his objective, won't he? Now, as soon as you distance yourself a little, yes, from the goal of getting this person back, wanting him to be near, yes, wanting him to call, as soon as this moment in your soul, in your heart plays out, yes, that is, you'll say, no, I don't want anything further. You've distanced yourself, yes? This individual will immediately begin to show their true nature. He will begin to very, very actively message you, call you, and seek meetings. And this will be his manifestation because that's his inherent nature. Essentially, this person is honest, isn't he? So we're looking at the character who doesn't deceive, who doesn't play games. He's exactly what he appears to be, right? He's tough, he's very straightforward, he sets clear boundaries, he expects you to comply with his rules. And yet at the very same time, when you decide to leave, and here we clearly see that you are leaving, yes, you are distancing yourself. The active actions of this person will lead to you being able to accept him, right? So we see a situation where even if you now distance yourself from him, right, and say, if you don't want to and don't need to, he will just keep showing up, writing, calling, and wanting to meet.
Let's watch him.
I want to say that in your relationships, there's still this detail where there's a certain amount of manipulation. Yes, from other people. Yes, we see a picture when someone might be gathering some gossip. Yes, about you. Yes, and specifically bringing you this gossip about him. Yes. So to say he's like this or he's not like that, right? You might hear things about this person from other people, but what these people tell you, it won't be true. It will be someone's dishonest dialogue. Someone wants to interfere with this relationship, right? Between you, there are some other people who specifically do not want you to get together with this person and be together, right? And we see this point that these rumors will reach you, and you being quite emotional might be very vulnerable to this, right? Don't listen to anyone. This person is completely honest with you, you know? He has a complex personality, but there's no deceit here. But you might believe a fabricated lie that some person could bring to you. Look, if we are talking about this person reconciling with you and returning to the relationship, yes, it will happen. He comes to you as a fulfillment of your deepest desires. He comes to you as someone who will create a very strong foundation despite any temporary disagreements. I want to say that from his side, Adibe, there might be a proposal for you to move in, or you'll have a long journey together, but that's only after you two make up. All right, my dear ladies, here's a truly wonderful reading for those of you who chose the second option. Please make sure to leave your comments and thoughts below. Now, let's take a moment to examine the third option. Who among you was drawn to the third one? What awaits you in your relationship with your loved one? Let's find out. Take a moment, visualize your person. All right. Please make an effort to accept and embrace the energies that are flowing towards you. Let's take a look at it. Look, I see here. Oh, anak ko man to picha. You know, is the kind where you're always trying to prove something to each other, right? This is a person who essentially tends to place their own personality, their own self, a little bit above yours, wouldn't you say? This individual is constantly trying to prove to you that they are always in the right, aren't they? In other words, we're looking at someone who can only ever see things from their own single perspective. And now this person has distanced themselves and might have even told you, that's it, I don't want anything more from you, right? I'm having a moment of disappointment here, Lasha. I'm just so tired. I want new relationships, and you are free to pursue others. I'm letting you go. And even this person might say, you can find anyone you want, right? So we see this kind of, outburst directed at you, saying, for heaven's sake, you can look for whoever you want and be happy there. But the very fact this situation has arisen means it's not the end yet, you see? The Sun card has landed in your final row, and this is indeed a very positive sign. Now let's see what is going to unfold next. So, look, based on the events, I see that this person won't just appear out of nowhere. They'll catch you somewhere or in an unexpected place, or they'll come to you where you least expect them. You might find yourself either at your workplace or perhaps in some kind of formal environment, not at home, when you'll be taking care of some of your own personal matters. And he will try to explain himself. But most likely he won't just, how can I put it? How to properly convey it to you. He won't just apologize. Right? He might slightly shift the situation itself regarding your relationship onto you, right? What this means is it's been shown that this individual will at some point initiate certain conversations in which he will try to demonstrate that you are the one who created this entire situation, that you are the one who is completely at fault, not him. He is prepared to reconcile provided that you accept him exactly as he is. But I can see that you're going to be you'll be extremely cautious with this individual. So let's take a look at what comes next. What stance should you take? I can see that he's quite distressed and he's truly upset. He wants to fully show himself. He wants to be present in your relationship, but he seems to be quite afraid. He believes that if he reveals himself now, you will dominate him. That is, there will be a state in which a man might not feel as comfortable as he would like, right? And so at this very moment, he might be all by himself, might be in a state of deep solitude, yes, formulating his own plans and afraid, truly afraid to reveal himself to you. But a certain moment will prevail within him. He will definitely employ his clever tactics because we see that this person misses you. He's not just missing you, he's deeply worried. We can clearly see his worries for this relationship. He truly wants to be right there with her. But how is that even possible? It's almost as if, he doesn't quite know how to approach you, how to get back into your relationship so that truce can happen again. Let's see. Just look at how much passion this person holds within them. See how much he truly, truly wants to reconcile. Girls who chose the third option, this man is so impulsive. He has so many thoughts swirling in his head about you. Yes, passions are running incredibly high. Yes, he wants to reach out, to make himself known, to really show himself. That's it. And to show himself what he's truly like, that he can be both tough and authoritative and all that. But essentially, this person is not harsh and not domineering. He's just, a somewhat mild manipulator who wants to be close to you and hold a central role in your life, but doesn't know how to do it right because you are somehow a level above. Yes, you are above this person and he understands that. So what exactly awaits you in the future? Let's take a look now. Without a doubt, a truce will be established here. Let's take a look and see if your relationship will truly come together in the future. Yes, your conflict will end. We see that the zero card, which here shows the conflict's end, yes, means you'll get this person, but you'll get him on your terms, yes, when you make up. I see this person will come to you and your relationship will continue. You can boldly state your conditions, yes, which he must adhere to, yes. Could it be just anything at all? And for the purpose of having that person, speak to you correctly or to be in a somewhat more respectful tone towards you when you're in a relationship. So if you set your standard, your very own level in a relationship, if you establish your position, right? If you make it clear to him, then the relationship will definitely be saved because this person, yes, he's already grown tired of constant arguments, hasn't he? And he truly wants to start everything fresh. He wants to be right there with you, specifically right there with you. Let's go ahead and add 4 more cards so that we can clearly understand what other interesting things we might be able to expect here. Look at the display of emotions this person has when you reconcile, right? I see that you will have some special moment here and a little bit of entertainment, right? Meaning you will be in the same social setting and you will be relaxing together somewhere. Ace of Cups. Observe how beautifully it's laid out here, indicating that your feelings will slowly but surely transform into truly deep, profound relationships. And of course, I want to mention that in these relationships, the man is not the one leading. In these relationships, the man is only trying to control you in some way. You and only you control these relationships. Only you can decide if they will be or not. If you put yourself in the right position, yes, and we see that you can do this, you can resolve this matter when he comes to you and make it clear how you want this relationship to be. This person will be with you because we see that he misses you. We see a picture of him adoring you and he wants to be by your side. This is a good indicator. Yes, with this person, you can truly be, because we see feelings. There are feelings here, a direct manifestation in every stanza. We see specifically his manifestation, his emotions, right? So we see that it's not just for nothing that he suffers, he worries. Look, it's specifically him who suffers, right? Nowhere do we see that you are really worried. You know that this person will return, and when he does, you can confidently set your own terms, which will be absolutely guaranteed to be kept. I wish you peace, goodness, and love. Please write your comments. What interesting things will happen to each of you, and how will events unfold in your relationships, specifically the actions and behaviors of those very people you've been hoping for, the ones you watched and made wishes about today. I sincerely wish you peace, kindness, and much love. Until next time, goodbye.